What's going on? It's your girl Lady Sola, and I'm here with another new series. For all of you who tuned in to study that scripture, I just want to say thank you. New video will be coming soon, but in the meantime, I wanted to give you guys some more content, some more variety, some more creative ideas. So here I am, back at it with my new series for YouTube and for the web as well. It's called Top 5. So, you may be wondering, what is Top 5? Top 5 is just going to be quick videos running down the top 5 of a category. It can be top 5 Michael Jackson songs of all time. It can be top 5 pizza toppings. It could be, top 5 jeans brands. I don't know. Top 5 weed brands. The Peruvian better? Is Brazilian #1? Malaysian? I mean, who should get the #1 spot for the top 5 weaves? That might be a good video idea. But anyways, this first episode, I couldn't choose anything more important, anything more devastating, anything more iconic than the one and only, one of the greatest masterminds in music, pop, rock, funk genius, an icon that will forever be missed, Prince. For the most part, the reaction that I'm gauging from the world is we are mourning, we are in pain, and we are absolutely shocked because it just came out of nowhere. People say online that Prince isn't supposed to die. He's a god. Gods don't die. People have really kind of taken up the celebration aspect of mourning and just focusing on the best music that he's put out, videos, of course, Purple Rain that came out in 1984. So a lot of people have just been kind of posting songs, even doing cover songs, sampling songs, memes, of course, jokes and things like that. I know if Prince was here, or if he would have wanted us to react in a certain way, it would be to be happy, to love each other, to be kind, and to celebrate the good times, and to never forget that music has brought a lot of things together, and he's been able to do what no one else has done. And Prince, he's like an enigma. You can't really put him into words. You can't really explain how much he has done, because his live performances, his video concepts, his writing ability and music composition is unmatched, and his talent for being able to play multiple instruments, and also his lyricism. I mean, he is so poetic, and he does the double entendres like no other. And I think a lot of artists, not just singers or even rock artists, but even rappers, I'm sure, have found some sort of inspiration from Prince, probably without even realizing it. He's such a big deal, and he's so influential that no matter what kind of music you prefer, you love Prince. Everybody loves Prince. Everybody has seen Purple Rain. It's one of the best songs of life. So with that being said, this top 5 first episode ever is definitely going to be dedicated to a legend. And the top 5 is the top 5 Prince songs of all time. Let's get it. Starting off with number 5. This was a hard list, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. This was really hard. I was almost thinking about expanding it to a top 10 list, but I had to stick my ground, and the concept of the show is top 5. And I think what will make this show so groundbreaking and interesting is because top 5 lists are hard to do. It's kind of easy to do a top 10 list. You can squeeze a lot more people in, or a lot more, categories, or a lot more options in. You don't have to cut as much out. With 5, I mean, that's rough. So with Prince songs, he has hundreds of songs that are amazing. So, I really had to research, I had to listen, I had to compare, I had to not only take in the lyrics, but also take in the feel of the song, as well as the time period, as well as what that song did history-wise. What records was it able to break? Did it make it to the charts? Did it win a Grammy? Things like that. So I definitely kind of looked at all aspects of why I chose the songs I did in a particular order versus other songs. Very hard. And this list is going to be from number 5 to number 1. So it's not like I'm just throwing 5 things together like, hey, this is the 5. There is an order for it. So obviously number 5 is, like the least to number 1 being the best. I don't know, you know what I'm saying. I chose these songs because I felt like I liked them. These are the songs that I identify with the most. These are the songs that make me happy. These are the songs that fit my personality and my mood. So that's what helped me to make this list a little bit easier. So coming in at number 5 of the top 5 Prince songs of all time. Number 5 is 1999. Came out in 1982. It was a single off of the 1982 album that helped him to really reach that superstar status. Prince had been out for a while, this was like his 5th album, so he has been out for a while at this point. But that single really took him to another level in terms of music and popularity and fame. It was an upbeat, funky, fun type of party song, kind of just like an anthem. When you hear it, it's like, this is the anthem of the decade or the anthem of the year. It's like, this is what you play for your New Year's party. You know what I mean? It's kind of one of those big records. Just like DJ Khaled's All I Do Is Win, or, there's so many big records. Beyonce, Single Ladies, something where it just took the world by storm. This song was actually the first top 10 album on the Billboard 200 for Prince. So this was really a big record for him. I love the way it sounds. I love the lyrics. It's a party song. It's kind of like a big celebration. Everybody can jump in on it. So I like it. It's a very feel-good song. And when Prince performs it, he has a ball. He's just having a blast. And taking us to 1999. And it's kind of like that revolutionary thinking that Prince has. He made the song in 1982. To us, 1999 is like a million years ago. But back then, for him to make a song about a time to come in the future, it kind of shows you where his mindset is and the fact that he is a forward thinker. So, pretty dope. Moving on to number 4. Number 4, I really love this song. Like, I love R&B, I love ballads, I love slow emotional songs that just hit you in the gut and the core, that really strikes a nerve. Those are the type of R&B songs I love, and this had to go on the list. There are so many other good slow songs that he has, but this really, it just really stuck to me. This is called I Would Die For You. Came out in 1984 on the Purple Rain album. Infamous album, of course. That title alone is like intense. Like, really? You would die for me? Like, dang. Yeah, I've heard of dudes saying, I'll take you out to eat. I'll meet your parents. I'll drop them other side chicks for you, but I would die for you. here like risking your life, like jumping in front of bullets and shit, like damn. So if that ain't love, I don't know what is, okay? I'm not saying guys out here you need to start telling your chicks or girls that you like I would die for you to get some or to get with them. That's just a little bit too much. But Prince, he can do that. He can say these things and people just go along with it. So it just shows that this song was obviously from the movie Purple Rain, and it's really about his dedication to a lover as well as the sacrifices he is willing to make to show how much he loves that person. So the lyrics says like, I'm not a man, I'm not a woman, I'm just a lover, things like that. So it's really emotional, can bring you to tears. I love the video because it's obviously a scene out of the movie, and kind of showing him and Apollonia, and their chemistry is just really off the charts. They kiss, their eye contact is electrifying. So it's just a really good like coupled up type of video, and it shows his tender side and his love for someone. So I really like that. Number 3 is a fast joint. It's called Little Red Corvette. Came out in 1983 off of the 1999 album. And you know, this song is, I feel like it's a really good blend of all of the musical tastings that Prince is able to deliver on. You know, he does pop, he's obviously into rock, funk is a big part of his musical gatherings. So I feel like this song really blended all of those elements really well. Piano, drums, guitar, I mean, there's a lot of solo numbers in this song, there's a lot of great transitions. So the lyrics are pretty cool as well. Little Red Corvette, baby, you're much too fast. Yes, you are. You need a love that's going to last. Okay, so this song is about him having a one-night stand with a fast chick. She's a little fast, she's promiscuous, and he enjoyed it. That's not the point. I mean, he liked it, but he reflects on it like the morning after, like, gosh, this girl is she's too fast, you know what I mean? Like, she deserves more. I want her to have more respect for herself and for other men to have respect for her. So I need her to slow down, otherwise she may make some really bad decisions coming after me. And even though I don't know her like that, I have a big heart and I care about her being a better person and respecting and loving herself a little bit more than what she shows. So that's really what that song is about. But obviously this song was a really big deal for him. Little Red Corvette was his first top 10 hit in the US on Billboard. So this is definitely like a big song for him. Number 2, this is another heart-wrenching song called When Doves Cry. It came out in 1984 as well, off of the Purple Rain album. First #1 single, topping the charts for 5 weeks in a row. You know, that's a big deal. Whether we're talking about present day or back in the day, being on the charts for even 1 week is a major celebration. It's a major accomplishment. So being able to do it for multiple weeks, it really shows that, wow, this song is powerful. So that was a big moment for him, a big accomplishment. Top selling single in 1984 for the whole year. Out of all the songs that came out, this song reigned, no pun intended, reigned at #1. And some other fun facts: Prince played all the instruments in this song, and he also directed the video, which premiered on MTV. And another side note, Prince was only the second black artist to get his video played on MTV after Michael Jackson. So, I mean, what else can you say to that? I don't think there's anything else I need to say. When Doves Cry was actually the last song that he wrote and produced for the Purple Rain album, meaning all the songs on the album were done, canned, in the bag. He wrote this last. So, you know, they say save the best for last. I really like this song. It has to do with a hard relationship and going through the ups and downs of it, separating and coming back together and things like that. So I think it's a really, really good song, and it's one of his biggest flagship songs. So, bringing me to number one. It's obvious. I mean, yeah, I feel like I don't even need to go through this because we all know what number one is. Whether I want to pick another song or not, it would be almost a sin for me to have the audacity to choose another song because I just feel like I want to choose it. I have to fall in line. You know, I can't go against the grain with this one. So coming in at number one, none other than the infamous, probably one of the greatest singles of all time, Purple Rain. Came out in 1984, of course, along with the motion picture. Purple Rain is something that you can't say the name Prince without saying Purple Rain or without thinking Purple Rain. It's just, it literally goes hand in hand. You say Prince, Purple Rain. I mean, it's the first thing you think of more than anything. It did win an Oscar for Best Original Song Score. It is a mix of pop, rock, gospel, and orchestral music. So this is another song that has a lot of elements to it, a lot of genres, and being able to just blend it so beautifully and make it sound so smooth and make it sound like a new sound. I do want to go over the meaning. So Purple Rain definitely has a meaning and it has a whole concept behind it. So the way Prince explains it is that purple rain is when there's blood in the sky. Red and blue mixes and creates the color purple, right? So when you are at the end of the world, you want to be with the one that you love. You also want to let your faith as well as God guide you through the purple rain. So it definitely had a spiritual message and drive to it. I think that is why it's his biggest song to date. It's timeless. You know, there's so many bits and pieces that you can pull from it and relate it. It's a really powerful ballad about believing in God, having faith, not losing hope, especially in the person you love and form that relationship, and being willing to go through the purple rain. So go through the blood, sweat, and tears of the relationship. Go through the ups and downs of your own flaws to be a better person for that other person that you're with. That's kind of how I interpret it. Also, for the song, each verse in the song related to one of his relationships that his character played in the movie. So that's pretty deep. Each of those relationships were damaged, were strained, were not on good terms, and each verse really focused on each relationship and how he can reconcile, how he can mend that relationship. So that's kind of where the whole writing of Purple Rain came from, was the focus from the movie. So that's it, y'all. That's it. Top 5. I'm done. I've talked enough. I know y'all tired of hearing me, so I'm just gonna stop.